Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for another video. So it's been a while since I've done a video on my channel, but we are now back for a new League One season. It's going to be an exciting one hopefully. In this video we'll be previewing the new campaign for Peterborough United as well as the rest of League One, seeing who will be relegated, who will be promoted in terms of my prediction for the outcome of the season, and going through transfers as well for the Posh. This season is going to be a bit different on my channel. I'm going to try and get you more involved this season. So when I'm doing matchday vlogs, I will be going up to people, seeing if I can get your opinion on the game, after the game, etc. and getting everyone involved because we're all a football community and I want to bring everyone closer together in Peterborough on my channel. So if I'm at the game, come and say hello, have a chat, talk about the game, etc. So yeah, let's crack on with this video and look at everything Peterborough United. So let's crack on with the video and talk about everything Peterborough United then. It's fair to say it's been a fairly lively transfer window for the Posh. We will get into that in a moment, and hopefully Posh will have a good campaign in League One. Obviously it was very difficult last term. Obviously we got into the playoffs and lost that cruel game at Hillsborough at the end of last season. But we'll forget about that, it's gone, and we move on to this campaign, which hopefully will be another successful one under Darren Ferguson, who is now our permanent manager after being in temporary charge last season. Let's go through transfers then and crack on with the transfer window. It's been very busy for the Posh, quite a few outgoings, a few players coming in. So let's go through the outgoings first for the Posh. Key one, as everyone knows, is Jack Taylor. He's gone to Ipswich in the Championship and I wish him all the best. He has been phenomenal for us last season, but he is a key one to leave the club and he has been brilliant. He was our best player in the playoffs by far and at the end of last season, so he will be a massive miss for the Posh. Next up, Joe Ward's gone to Derby County. Bit disappointed in my opinion in terms of going to a League One rival, but overall he is a good player and he will shine for Derby, so I'm sure he'll be a threat for Derby when we play them this season. Next up, Nathan Thompson, Dan Butler and Ben Thompson, all three going to Stevenage, who are newly promoted under Steve Evans in League One this season, so wish them all the best with Stevenage. And Ollie Norburn, he's gone to Blackpool in League One, so wish him all the best. He wanted to move away in January, couldn't quite get it. He worked very hard to get back in the team after injury, and he had a phenomenal playoff campaign for us. And right, he deserves his move to Blackpool, so wish him all the best with Blackpool this season. In terms of incomings, we've had a few. Let's go through them then. So Ryan de Havilland, he was at Barnet, and as many Posh fans know, Barnet have produced some gems that Posh have collected over recent seasons, with Ronnie Edwards, Jack Taylor and Mason Clark all coming from Barnet. So let's hope that de Havilland is another good player that will come into the team and play well. Another one is Critchlow. He's from Huddersfield, very good player, played on loan at Bradford last season in League Two, did very well, played majority of their season under their manager in Mark Hughes, and he did very well, and he comes into the squad at centre-back. Hopefully he'll be a good player and can come in and play alongside the rest of the centre-backs and form a good partnership. Archie Collins, another one that's come in from Exeter. And last season I thought he was excellent. He played very well. He's played a lot of games for Exeter at this level, so he's got a good League One experience, and hopefully he can come in and fill the role of Jack Taylor and produce, and hopefully we can produce another good gem in the team that will play well alongside other players. He's very lively, good attacking player, midfielder, can get forward and can score some goals, so hopefully he'll be a good threat for Posh this season. And finally, Kamogo Tasmanga comes in from Chesterfield, finally from, he was on loan last season. He didn't play many games, but hopefully he will get a big start, because for me, he's one to watch this season. I think he could really shine. We had a friendly against Stamford on Saturday and he scored a hat-trick, I think in about 20 minutes, which was phenomenal. And we won 7-1 in that game, and brilliant friendly for Posh, and Tasmanga really shined in that one, so hopefully will be a big threat for Posh going forward this season. So yeah, that's my view on the Posh in terms of transfers. Let's do my season prediction for the rest of the campaign for everyone else in League One. So in terms of my league table prediction, so as you'll see I'm going to go through the relegation and then going up the table in terms of how I think the campaign will go for the teams in League One. So let's start with the relegation teams then. So in order, I've gone for Northampton to be bottom, and followed by Carlisle, Cambridge United and Burton. These four, very interesting. Obviously, two are coming up from League Two. Two have been in League One for a few seasons now, and personally, I think their teams are not going to be strong enough to get over the line and stay in League One. And yeah, their squads are good, but I don't think they're going to have enough firepower going forward and enough kind of strong squad depth to really get going this season in League One. So that's the four I've gone for to be relegated from League One this season. In terms of the next stage up, so the ones who are going to survive, I've gone for Shrewsbury in 17th, Port Vale 18th, Wigan 19th and Stevenage 20th. So these four, I think Wigan obviously going to be on -8 following their financial difficulties, but they have got a new owner now, so they are going to hopefully keep themselves out of relegation, but I don't think they're going to really push up the table and really show what they can do in League One until the following season. So that's why I've gone for them down there. Stevenage have got a few players in under Steve Evans. I think he's good enough to keep them in the league, but they'll only be good enough to keep them just outside relegation this season. Port Vale, again, good. They've got a decent squad of players, but I don't think they'll be pushing up the table as much this season. And Shrewsbury, again, got a good squad, but will be interesting to see how they play because they are a decent side. So it could be interesting. They might creep up the table, but I think they're going to finish 17th in League One. In terms of the next group of teams, I've gone for Cheltenham in 11th, Bristol Rovers in 12th, Exeter in 13th, Lincoln in 14th, Fleetwood in 15th, Oxford in 16th. So these five, I think, will have a mid-table finish. They've got some good squads. Obviously, a few players have gone, but a few players have come in that are good. And I think overall it's going to be a decent season for them. They'll finish mid-table and have a good campaign in League One. In terms of the teams I think will miss out, I've gone for Posh in 7th, Wycombe in 8th, Charlton in 9th and Leyton Orient in 10th. I think Posh will just miss out because of the lack of experience they've got in the squad at the moment. Obviously, Darren Ferguson wants to go down the young route in terms of going forward. Wycombe and Charlton as well. Charlton are looking to bring in Alfie May, so that could potentially push them in around the playoff mix, but I think they'll finish where they are. And Leyton Orient as well, coming up, I think they'll be the stronger of the teams coming up from League 2, so they'll finish 10th in League 1. In terms of the playoff places then, I've gone for Barnsley in 3rd, Blackpool in 4th, Bolton in 5th and Portsmouth in 6th. I think Portsmouth have done very good recruitment. They're going to be one to watch this season. I think they could even push towards automatic promotion because they have got some very good players they've brought in, some good experience in League One in their squad this season, so they're one to watch. Bolton as well, got some good players. Blackpool coming down from the Championship, so they're going to have some good players in their team. And Barnsley just missing out on the playoff final win last season, so I think they're going to be up there but not quite do it to get into the top 2. In terms of second place, Reading I've gone for. They're coming down from the Championship, but they are a very good outfit. They've got some good squads. They've got a good manager just come in that's got experience. And yeah, I think he'll do very well and we'll get them back to the Championship. So I'm going for Reading automatic promotion. And finally, I've gone for Derby County to finish top of the tree in League One. I think they've got a fantastic manager, they've got a fantastic squad of players, and I think overall they're going to win League One and show what they can do this season. They weren't great last season in terms of just missed out on the playoffs to the Posh, but I think they're really going to push on and show what they can do this campaign under their manager and yeah, have a really good season. So that's my view on the League One campaign, how I think it will finish come the end of the season. Let's go through the first five fixtures for Posh this season. I think they've got a very tough few fixtures at the start of the campaign, in my opinion. So let's go through them. So Reading away on the first game of the season. I think that's going to be a very difficult game for Posh. Obviously, they've been relegated from the Championship. They're going to be really up for it in terms of wanting to get back into the Championship first time round. And they've got a new manager, so new manager bounce. They've got a decent squad of players. So Reading we want to watch. We then got a game in the EFL Cup against Swindon Town at home, followed by Charlton at home. Again, Charlton, one of those teams that I've put in the bracket of being just alongside the Posh this season, the table at the end of the campaign, but they could show promising signs under their manager and their good squad they've got. Then we've got Barnsley away, going to be another tough battle going to Oakwell. Obviously, we did go there at the end of the last season and get a good result, but it will be difficult this season because Barnsley will be up for there, I think, in terms of pushing for promotion. Followed by a trip to Northampton to take on the Cobblers in a Neen derby. Again, always a tricky place to go to their place at Sixfields, but yeah, it could be a good game of football and a local derby for the Posh. And then the 5th game of the season is Posh at home to Derby County, who I think will get promotion automatically and win the league. So yeah, some difficult fixtures for Posh at the start of the campaign, but it will be an interesting one, and it will show what Posh will be about this season in terms of those first 5, because they are some tricky fixtures, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But overall, that's the first fixtures for the Posh, some good ones, and yeah, it'll be good to see how Posh play out against these teams. So we have come to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Peterborough United will be in action against Reading. They've got a few pre-season friendlies first beforehand. They've got a game against Birmingham at London Road, which I might be going to and doing a matchday vlog. So if I do go, as I said, please come and say hello. I'll be trying to speak to a few fans, get their opinions on the game, get their opinions on the season coming up. And yeah, as I said, I want to get you more involved this season. Please follow me on Instagram, which is link in the description below. As you can follow me in all the updates. I'll be doing different polls and different things throughout the season to try and get everyone involved, as I really want to engage the Posh community this season and really get out there and show you the content I can bring to Peterborough United fans and League One fans, as obviously I'll be covering League One teams as well as the Posh on my channel. So as I said, thank you very much for watching once again. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel for latest content. Take care, and I'll see you very soon. Up the Posh.